Good morning, friends. Yesterday we have learned introduction to the Russian Revolution. Let me quickly recapitulate the yesterday's story and go ahead with the Russian Revolution today. We learned that Russian Revolution has taken place in two phases, one in the month of February, the other in the month of October. So it's famously called as February Revolution and the other is called as October Revolution. The causes of the Russian Revolution, the socio-economic conditions in the pre-revolution times, we tried to understand in yesterday's class, in yesterday's session. We learned that Russian economy is an agricultural economy. Russia was being ruled by Tsar Nicholas II. Russia, along with its mighty army, participated in World War I. World War I has taken place from 1914 to 1918. The internal revolution in Russia has begun in 1917, in the month of February and in the month of October. So we learned that Russian army participated in the World War I. Russian army is a very massive army, a large number of soldiers participated in this war. As a result of their participation, food was sent on the frontline borders and there was a scarcity of food in Russia. Leading to the scarcity, the women of St. Petersburg, the capital city of Russia, organized a protest rally in St. Petersburg, which was joined later by the workers and even by the soldiers later. The revolution was successful in dethroning the king of Russia, and a provincial government was established in February 1917 in Russia. Even though a provincial government was established, the government could not solve the problem of scarcity of food or control of food prices. So people were unhappy with the decision of continuing in the war by the Russian army in order to protect the pride and the honor of Russia. And people started organizing themselves into small councils called as Soviets. These Soviets were organized and joined by the soldiers, industrial workers, peasants, small workers. So all the unorganized people started forming the Soviets, and these Soviets received support from the Communist Party of Russia, that is the Bolshevik Party. This is a party which played important role in the second phase of Russian Revolution in October. With the help of these Soviets, Bolshevik party leader called as Vladimir Lenin had seized power from the provincial government in October 1917 and established the Communist Party of Russia as a powerful government in Russia. As soon as Bolshevik party came to the power, they decided to withdraw from the World War. That was in 1917, Russia has withdrawn from the war. That was a major step towards bringing complete peace. Later, in order to make or bring an end to the conflicts between the feudal lords and the peasantry, he started planning to redistribute the land to the Russian peasants. That was a major reform which was carried out by Lenin during 1920s. Even though the Bolshevik party has come to power, there was no complete peace in Russia until 1924. There was a civil war which broke out between the pro-communists and anti-communists. These anti-communists, the white armies, were supported by the Britain, France and Japan, and the pro-communists, those are Russians who were in favor of the land reforms fought, and finally it was in 1924, these all white armies were defeated by the Russians. It was in 1924, Russia even has declared that Russia is no more an empire. As a result of that, many nations which were under the erstwhile Tsar Nicholas Empire became independent, but gradually they joined into an association called as USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. They had signed an agreement in 1924 with the Russian government to form into a union called as Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and that became the most powerful nation group in the world in the later years. We see in the next session about the rise of Stalin. Till then, take care. Thank you.